Claremore Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 2023. Zulu weather, wind, calm, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 27 Celsius, dew point 4, altimeter 3019er. Remark. Density altitude 2,000.
Good afternoon, Claremore traffic, Cherokee 93 Yankees, going to taxi for departure to the west off of 18 Claremore.
Claremore traffic, Skyline November 80, Papa Echo, taxi into the run-up area for 18 Claremore.
Claremore traffic, Ronca 595, turning final, or base, 18 Claremore.
Mag? Right, Mag?
When the Cherokee and the Cessna get ready at Claremore, just say so and I'll stay out of your way.
Will do, thanks Tom. Yeah, Claremore traffic, Cherokee 93 Yankee taxiing up the line for departure 18. Yeah, Claremore traffic, Cherokee 93 Yankee taking the runway 18 for departure.
Have a good flight, 93 Yankee.
Roger that, you too. Nice to meet you, Ron and Janis.
Claremore traffic, Skyline November 80, Papa Echo, taking off runway 18 Claremore.
And rotate. You're doing a good job, Tom. Positive rate, flaps up.
Claremore traffic, Skyline November 80, Papa Echo, departing the area to the northwest, Claremore.
We have had a fun day.
But we did. It was a great day. It's great to meet a YouTube subscriber. When we landed at the FBO, a couple of the line guys in there kind of thought we had a YouTube channel, but just wasn't sure which one.
Yeah.
And
I tell you, very friendly. The guy that was there asked us if we wanted the courtesy car, and then, you know, it was just real helpful.
oh yeah, extremely helpful, and asked us several times, you sure you don't need a courtesy car or anything? And we told him no, we got some people coming out, and then so obviously we had to give him a Parr for the course hat.
That's right.
Yeah, and
They subscribed.
well, they subscribed, but I think he said he had seen a couple of videos, and that's how you kind of, when you walked in, kind of thought we were on YouTube, but wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, shout out to the guys that we met at the FBO at Claremore.
We'll have to put a picture up. I took a picture of them.
Okay, well, we'll put them up on this video, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Jeff and Joe, they're brothers. They co-own the plane flew in 93 Yankee, and they showed us around town.
His wife, wife, Lori.
Lori. They keep the plane hangared in Tulsa, and Joe lives in Tulsa, and Jeff kind of lives between Claremore and Tulsa, and it's about the same distance to either airport for him, so they just hangared over there. So he went over there, they picked up the plane and flew to Claremore, and his wife jumped in the car so we'd have a car. And so that was very thoughtful of her to do that. And so anyway, yeah, we...
Loved Claymore.
Yeah, Claymore's a beautiful town.
Claymore. I was saying Claymore,
You were
too.
saying Claymore? Yeah. That's a mine, I think.
Yeah.
I think Claymore mine.
Maybe so, but Claremore, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful little town, and lots of things to do. We went to the Will Rogers Museum, and then we
had it all to ourselves.
Yes, a private tour of the Will Rogers Museum.
Yeah, that was great. We just kind of, it's just the 5 of us, you know.
Yeah.
And so anyway, the curator just said, "Here you go. Take your time and have fun."
Yeah.
So that was nice. Hopefully, and we'll know before we post this video, if the drone footage turned out good. We shot of the grounds. The Will Rogers Museum grounds are just gorgeous.
Yeah, and the whole town was just really pretty. There's the college that's there, and we went and drove through the college. It used to be a military school years ago, and now it's just a college there, and beautiful grounds, and have a really great nursing program there, I think we found out, and the little downtown area.
Yeah.
Lots of cute little shops and lots of people out on a Saturday. So
Yeah, everybody's getting out. Well, the weather's gorgeous today. It's well, of course, the view you're seeing now is pretty hazy. But anyway, we finally got some decent flying weather. It's a little bumpy down low, but at least you can get somewhere where it's smooth.
and lunch.
Oh yeah, Hammond House. My God.
Yes.
When we stopped at the FBO before Jeff and Lori and Joe got there, I was kind of asking us, well, you know, what do y'all plan on doing and where are you going and all? And well, we said, well, we're going to go to the Will Rogers Museum and we're going to eat at the Hammond House. And he said, well, those are the top 2 places in Claremore.
Yes.
And so the meal was real good. And it just reaffirms the old adage, it's not what you know, but who you know.
That's right. That's right. We felt like we were very privileged.
I mean, the owner of Hammond House come out, talked to us, and visited us with us, and brought us out one of those whole pies so we could see how...
Oh gosh, a peanut butter pie, and it was massive. And I had a bite of peanut butter pie, and it was delicious.
Yeah. And as most of you know, I'm not too much of a person of variety when it comes to pies. I love my chocolate meringue and I love my lemon meringue. And I'm not a huge fan of pecan pie, but Janis got the lemon pecan pie, and
it was good.
That was, you know what? I may start having another flavor to throw into the mix because that was really good.
I have the recipe for it because it was on the little
on that sheet.
Yeah. So I'll have to try making it. It was delicious.
Yeah, that was really, really good. So if you're ever near Claremore, Hammond House, we can highly recommend.
Yes.
Will Rogers Museum, highly recommend. We learned some things we didn't know. He died in a plane crash up in Alaska.
Yeah.
And
I must admit, I just didn't know a whole lot about him before, but I am very impressed with the man. He was a writer. He was a aviation enthusiast, and what else? Oh, he played polo.
Yeah.
He loved baseball.
Yeah.
He was a writer.
And his pilot was Wiley Post, which is right on the other side of Oklahoma City, is an airport named after him.
Yeah.
And so we kind of got to learn a little history today.
Will Rogers was Native American.
Yeah.
Cherokee. I guess I just never knew that either. So
Hey,
anyway,
there's a quote that he has inside the museum. It said that my ancestors did not come over on the Mayflower, but we greeted those who did.
Yeah.
So,
lots of great Will Rogers. You know, he was just quite the prolific writer, and he was known for his quotes, and there are a lot of them all through the museum. Really, just a great museum.
yeah, it was really
And the grounds, I cannot say enough about the grounds. Just
beautiful.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff, you know, Route 66 goes through there.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of other places we could have tried to eat as well.
Yeah. Well,
And-
and lots of other sites. The largest museum for firearms is
Yeah.
there, but which well, they're closed, or we would have went there as well. Oh, it looks like we may have to make another trip.
I know. More food to eat, more places to see.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a bike trail that goes around the city lake there. They say is really kind of popular with people to come and ride, you know, kind of off-road kind of trails.
So anyway, very, very enjoyable day. It was good to get out, talking with Joe and Jeff. They're like us. They noticed that they still had quite a bit of rust to knock off. Just you know, and Joe is scheduled to do his check ride for his instrument rating. And so good luck, Joe. Hopefully after this airs, you've already got it. But hopefully that goes well for him. And
one of the people we met in the FBO was a man that was there for his biannual flight review. Very interesting. He has 18,000 hours.
18,000 hours, yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, he was there for his biannual flight review.
Yeah, the CFI that was giving it to him said, I don't know what I'm doing going up with him, teaching him, and he already knows that, you know, well, that's not the purpose of a BFR. It's just have somebody sign off to make sure you can still do what you can do.
Yeah.
But you know, he's flown all over.
Yeah. It's not only the going somewhere and the things that you see, like the museums or the places you see, it's the people.
Oh, yeah.
They have wonderful stories to tell you. Things.
Well, you know, the old adage, all you got to do is stop and smell the roses. Well, all you got to do is stop, listen, talk. And
Talk to some people. Listen. Yeah, listen. Yeah.
Oh, and last video or two, we've had a couple of questions on, are those still your original Warby Parker sunglasses?
These, yes, they're about 9 months old now.
And typically in 9 months, you've gone through at least 3.
At least, well, I would have at least broken one.
Well, yeah, but when we went to the Bahamas, you went through 2 or 3 in 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, I had 3 pair over the whole trip. I broke 2 in the process.
No, well, you broke 3 because this is the replacement.
Yeah.
So.
I did need to tighten them up. I do go through occasionally and tighten up the screws on the.
Yeah.
Just because they start to, you know, kind of loosen up. Because I fold them.
Yeah, well, and that's just normal kind of maintenance, I guess. But, so, to answer everybody's question, because that's absolutely the most highly sought out question, is how are the sunglasses holding up? And those that know me know I'm pretty cheap. Well, cheap maybe not the right word. I just want value for what I spend.
Yeah, and you know, they talk about they don't scratch, and they are not scratched, and I mean, put them in the holder in the car and that kind of thing, but I mean, I've dropped them a few times.
Yeah. Well, you're not easy on them, or you wouldn't break them as much as you do.
Yeah.
Oh, and just to underscore, we are not sponsored by Warby Parker.
I wish we were.
However, anybody at Warby Parker
would like to sponsor and have a tester, Janis Parr tester.
Yeah, I think Janis would be quite amicable to some sort of.
I would try everything they got, you know.
So anyway, And even at that, they weren't expensive for what a lot of people spend on sunglasses. But
well, it's just more the $20 Target sunglasses.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're cheap. $20, $20, $25.
Yeah.
You know, and so when they're $100,
yeah,
I kind of go.
Yeah, and that's what these were. They were right at $100. They were, like you said, in the realm of sunglasses. They really were not expensive, but.
Yeah. But if you go through 3 or 4 pair of $20, $25 sunglasses, and the same amount of time these have lasted, so far, right now, we're kind of breaking even.
Exactly.
So.
Well, and plus just the whole, you know, we were standing in Eleuthera and my lens fell out, you know. I mean, not a whole lot of options there.
Oh, no, there's not. So, you know, then you had to buy a pair of cheap sunglasses that you didn't really even like. Oh, anyway.
I was so busy cooling the cameras when we left Claremore. When we flew out, they said you would fly over a catfish farm where they raise catfish, and a couple of weeks out of the month they have a fish fry out there. And they said it's not fancy at all, but it's, you know, the catfish raised right out there, and they have a all-you-can-eat catfish fry. And so that perked my ears up. I do like catfish. That's what I had for lunch.
Oh, you got catfish, poor boy.
And it was really, really good. And so, but in the midst of cooling cameras, I forgot to look for the catfish farm.
Yeah. Oh, you know, and I had my traditional chicken fried steak, which is very good. However, on the sides, if you ever go to Hammond House, get the green beans.
They were good. They were really good.
I know that doesn't sound like, well, so what, they're green beans. They were very good.
Yeah, well, of course they had bacon and all.
Well, of course they have to have bacon in it. Or they wouldn't be good green beans.
And he didn't even offer me, well, of course I didn't ask about it, but he had a wonderful looking roll too.
Oh, it was a honkin' roll. Well,
they said they make them fresh every day.
And I didn't eat or take any bites out of it because after I got through the chicken fried steak and the green beans and the fried okra, I just pulled everything off my plate, and then I used the roll to sop up the rest of the gravy.
You never said anything about the fried okra.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't like it was bad. It's just the green beans were so good
that
they just it kind of overshadowed even the main course a little bit because and the main course was good, but my gosh, you know, you don't normally brag about sides, but my goodness, those green beans just had a great flavor to them.
Yeah, and with all of their sandwiches, they have homemade. They're kind of like bread and butter pickles. They give you a big piece of homemade pickle, and those are good. It was just all good.
Yeah, everything was great today.
The haze has gotten worse.
It is. It's gotten very kind of thick. It layers a little thicker. Just kind of showing we got what, 141 knots ground speed, 6,500 feet, and we're heading westerly direction. So as said on the previous video, it's even numbers plus 500 if we're VFR, and we're VFR today. So some folks have kind of asked about this green ring around the plane. So what that is we put in here, if you notice right here, the glide at 75 knots, 9 to 1. That's if we were to lose engine power right now, that's how far we could glide before we got to the ground level. And so it's just kind of nice to be able to kind of graphically be able to see that. And so anyway, that's a little bit of that, a little small tutorial. We have it on the VFR chart. So this little area that you see right here, this big rectangular area all in here, that's called an MOA. That's a military operating area. So you typically stay out of that if it's hot. Mostly on weekends they're not hot, but all you got to do is get a hold of ATC or flight following a lot of times, and they'll let you know if that's hot or not. But for the most part, you yes, you can fly through a military operating area. The ones you got to look out for are the orange-colored ones that say R, which are restricted, and those you need to be on an instrument flight plan to make sure you can go through it or not. So anyway, so that's kind of that. Janis, you want to go ahead and set us up here for the approach into Jabara?
Sure. All right, 18.
L18, yeah, okay, well, it looks like the winds are calm, so we could go either way, yeah.
Do we want to go straight in, 45? What do you want?
We'd have to cross midfield for 18.
That's midfield direct?
That should get us, pull that on the map, let's look at that. Yep, that's the one we need, add to the route.
Close that out.
Close it, zoom in, make sure it looks good.
Yep, looks good.
That looks good. Look at Jabara, and if you look right here, it says right pattern 18. So that means we have to have the airport to our right. So that's why we're crossing midfield here, doing our right downwind, and then our base, and then final into the runway. So reason being is over in this area is a residential area, and this is more of an industrial area on the west side of the airport. And so consequently, it's usually that's just more for noise abatement and just to kind of keep people from just being over everybody's house all the time.
You can see a lot down low, but sometimes it's nice to be up high because you can see further out.
Yeah, further out, yeah. Well, 90% of the time we fly around 4,000 to 5,000, but as the summer starts heating up, that's usually a little bumpier.
Yeah.
And so we got to go up another 1,000 or two. So, 6,500 to 7,500. Usually, we'll get some smooth air.
Just a little cooler.
And it's cooler. Like I said, it's 59 degrees. So,
Because we have no air conditioning.
Oh.
Which is not a big deal to me until, I started sweating when we were trying to leave Claremore. I think it had to do with the cameras were hot, and I was hot.
Yeah.
Wichita, Colonel James Jabara Airport. Automated weather observation 2118 Zulu. Wind 150 at 07. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 14 Celsius. Altimeter 3015. Remarks. Density altitude 2,900. Thunderstorm information not available.
Jabara traffic calling November 80 Papa Echo is 4 to the east, going to cross over midfield, enter a right downwind for 18. Full stop, Jabara.
Parr for the course, you running video?
Absolutely.
All right.
Who was that?
I don't know. All right, prop in. Mixture full rich.
Jabara traffic calling November 80 Papa Echo is 3 to the east, crossing midfield, right downwind for 18. Full stop, Jabara. Jabara traffic calling 80 Papa Echo at midfield, going to enter a right downwind for 18. Full stop, Jabara. Jabara traffic calling 80 Papa Echo turning right base. 18, full stop, Jabara.
Degrees of laps.
Jabara traffic, Scully 80 Papa Echo turning final, 18, full stop, Jabara.
Parr traffic light 24 is maneuvering the side between taxiway Alpha and runway 18. Should be no factor to inbound traffic.
We got a left crosswind.
Couldn't figure out what that was.
It was a helicopter.
Yeah.
Jabara traffic, Scully November 80 Papa Echo, clear of 18, taxi to the ramp, Jabara.
All right, clear left, clear right. That landing wasn't bad.
Oh, I thought it was good.
A little off center, but I have an air marshal.
I like this little plane.
Yeah, that's cool. Plane, isn't it?
Acrobatic.
Yeah.